Yeah, baby.
She's so rotten, she wants migrants picking cotton. We present to you Democratic Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, who made this shocking argument why America needs immigrants. Roll it, Alfred.
So I had to go around the country and educate people about what immigrants do for this country, or the fact that we are a country of immigrants.
Right.
The fact is, ain't none of y'all trying to go and farm right now. Okay, so I'm lying. Raise your hands.
And the wheels fall off.
You're not. We done picking cotton. We are. You can't pay us enough to find a plantation.
Tyrus, I go to you for no particular reason.
I turn to you without a specific purpose. Ever thought about what unfolds when Jasmine Crockett steps into a verbal sparring match with Gutfeld and Tyrus, armed only with a recycled talking point and an overly self-assured grin? Let's just say her reasoning ends up on life support. Gutfeld's wit lands like a sledgehammer, Tyrus delivers punchlines like falling pianos, and Crockett looks like she mistakenly signed up for a roast instead of a debate. What sparked this clash? Why is it still making waves? Oh, you're not ready for this drama, but go ahead, press play anyway.
Take it from there, Gus. I'm going to explain to you what happened.
Okay.
Same thing that happened on this show.
Yes.
She got the job. That was the get the job voice. Remember when I first met you? Good evening, Gutfeld.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. It's a real pleasure to be here. Oh, cool. Once I got the job, for what it is, let's crack jokes. That's all it is. That's all it is. You know?
Jasmine Crockett, a name that sounds fit for an 80s action star, but instead she's playing political chess with missing pieces. You'd expect someone named Crockett to bring intensity, flair, maybe even some charisma. Instead, she's caught in a loop of overused buzzwords and moral posturing. The type of politician who seems unsure whether she's challenging the establishment or just stuck in a never-ending Zoom meeting about it.
Jasmine Crockett still conceals the meaning of Hot Wheels. The Texas Congresswoman still won't apologize over making fun of Texas Governor Abbott's disability. Here's what she said to kick it off.
We in these hot-ass Texas streets, honey. Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now.
Oh.
And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot-ass mess, honey. So,
Now, she claims that she wasn't talking about Abbott's wheelchair at all. Yet she's mentioned Abbott's wheels before. In 2022, she posted Beto's rolling around the state. Where's Abbott rolling?
Crockett's rise to fame was quicker than a trending TikTok, which mostly means she knows how to show up and look composed. But her record? Let's just say if it were a Netflix show, viewers would label it a letdown. She's a politician who thrives on appearances, yet when you assess her accomplishments, it's like watching a movie where the lead never arrives. Just a lot of trailers and unfulfilled promises.
To get the job, you gotta leave the Negro at home and do the what it is afternoon, and then once you get in, you can say whatever you want to say. Listen, everyone talks different with their crew and their people. Everyone has a different way of talking when they're with other people or whatever. She's too comfortable, and she thinks she's clever when she does it. But here's the cool part. Somebody's writing that for her.
Yeah.
That's why she had to remember and look back, because apparently Hot Wheels she thought was going to be someone thought it was a wonderful joke and it was going to do well. So she set it up, but she doesn't read good because she's like, and this, and then she said to Hot Wheels, and as soon as she said it, it didn't get the reaction that she thought it.
Her approach to law and order, well, it's the familiar tough on crime yet let's redefine crime narrative. Essentially, it's about wanting to appear progressive without doing the actual legwork. It's like patting yourself on the back while asking someone else to help, because nothing screams leadership quite like sending mixed signals that leave everyone confused.
we done picking cotton. We are. You can't pay us enough to find a plantation.
Tyrus, I go to you for no particular reason. Is she making any point there?
Like this makes me wish my mom made different father choices.
And her speeches, Oh, the speeches. They pack the punch of a damp napkin, full of buzzwords, fluffy optimism, and just enough trendy jargon to make you wonder if she's running for office or auditioning for a mindfulness seminar. You half expect her to conclude with namaste or suggest a group vibe check.
This is why when white people write black slang, weird happens.
Yeah.
And this is what happens.
Well,
Like, if I wanted to get ethnic on somebody, I wouldn't call Joe. It'd be like, hey, Joe, write me some hood. No offense, Tyrus, I get right to it. Gee Willikers, that's not the guy. What? That doesn't sound like Joe Mackey?
But Crockett doesn't stop at lackluster speeches. She's got an arsenal of progressive policies as practical as an umbrella in a hurricane. Take her crime reform stance, for instance. It sounds impressive on paper, but in practice, it's like handing out kites in a windstorm. Good intentions? Sure. Effective outcomes? Not so much. Her legislative efforts? Think of party favors that promise excitement but deliver only fleeting entertainment. Headlines are her forte, but crafting enduring policies? Not so much. She exudes a self-righteous aura as though destined to lead a revolution, yet the only groundbreaking thing about her is how skillfully she speaks without really saying anything. Her social media is a showcase of hashtags, causes, and readiness to cancel others while skillfully dodging real accountability. It's like a soap opera where the protagonist never evolves, but always critiques the plot.
About him is that he is a hot mess, honey. So,
Of course, Crockett now claims Hot Wheels was about shipping migrants out of the state. Don't you get that? Not the governor's condition. If only there was video that perfectly encapsulates the liberal inability to land a lick on MAGA. Turns out we have one. Roll it, Bjorn.
he's a racist.
How can I be
He's a
racist?
racist. He's you. Racist.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Never get tired of that.
And Tyrus pulls no punches, hitting so hard you'd think Crockett had just tried to sneak a shortcut past him. Watching them dismantle her is like witnessing a heavyweight champ sparring with someone who mistook the ring for a dance floor. Spoiler: Crockett's getting floored by the facts and contradictions in her own narrative. She claims to stand for the people, but her actions paint a different picture. She's more focused on aligning with trending hashtags than aligning with reality. It's the classic politician's move, looking busy while mastering the art of selfies. The irony, while she calls for systemic change, the only system she excels at is the one designed for self-preservation. She's that student who volunteers for everything but skips the homework. Lots of noise, zero output. If you're looking for someone to turn fiery rhetoric into real results, you're searching in the wrong place. Crockett's politics are more about showmanship than solutions, more flair than follow-through, and definitely more drama than deliverables.
Dana, Governor Hot Wheels. She claims that it had nothing to do with the fact that he actually moves by wheels in a wheelchair, and he's good looking.
Her cleanup was worse.
Yeah.
That was one of the worst things I've ever seen. It was super dumb. So basically she's saying, I didn't do it. And even I did do it though, we're the victim.
Have you noticed how Jasmine Crockett talks about justice as if it's a boutique product you can order online with overnight delivery? She tosses out words like equity, systemic reform, and community-led solutions as if repeating them will magically erase decades of policy failures. It's political glitter that disappears the moment someone asks, "What's the actual plan?" Her justice approach is like rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic without acknowledging the sinking ship. She's busy debating chair colors while voters wanting safer streets and effective solutions are left to watch her flip-flop, one day calling for police defunding, the next promising pragmatic crime measures. Spoiler alert: pragmatism doesn't involve creating confusion. One moment she's denouncing the establishment, the next she's rubbing elbows with party elites and special interest groups. It's political whiplash at its finest, leaving you wondering if she's running for office or just keeping all her options open. Her messaging, or lack thereof, only adds to the chaos. If Crockett's political career were a Netflix series, it'd be called Contradictions and Cliffhangers because every statement feels like a plot twist. Is she for reform or against it? For policing or against it? Solving a Rubik's Cube blindfolded would be easier than deciphering her stance.
Jasmine Crockett's got another hot take. No blacks and whites on a wedding cake. The Democrats' new chosen one, Jasmine Crockett, is in the news again for an old clip where she attacked Florida Rep. Byron Donalds for marrying a white woman. Roll it, Bertha.
Or literally, it's because you married a white woman and so you think that whitewashed you.
That's not very woke, is it?
Her policies read like a BuzzFeed quiz. Which progressive archetype are you? But no one knows which answer leads to competent governance. She champions juvenile justice reforms that sound compassionate, until you realize there's little consideration for communities battling high crime rates. It's like slapping a Band-Aid on a fractured bone and calling it revolutionary. Yet credit where it's due. Crockett gives speeches that feel like a TED talk binge distilled into one. Passion, check. Buzzwords, double check. Pragmatic solutions, not so much. Listening to her is like reading an inspirational poster, but inspiration alone won't solve systemic issues. Her track record on constituent services, let's just say it's more about elevating her brand than addressing her district's real needs. People want results, not activism disguised as action. Unfortunately, Crockett seems more intent on curating a flawless political resume than tackling pressing issues head-on.
Of course, Crockett isn't the only Democrat who's opposed to interracial marriage, or else more Democrats would have voted for this one. Racist! Tyrus, I go to you for no apparent reason. Do you have an opinion on this? Or should I move on to somebody?
No, I just... It has to come from me.
Yes.
Okay? None of y'all are qualified. Not just for one thing, I'm mad at Charmaine the Guy because he should have kicked her out. See, the problem is that we are allowing our own culture to be openly racist and get away with it. Now, if a white person is offended by that, and they should be,
Crockett isn't the only Democrat to fumble high-stakes moments, but her lack of a strong record on economic development or education stands out. Her policies often mirror her rhetoric, headline-grabbing but light on detail. It's like she's auditioning for most inspirational politician when what's needed is a lawmaker who delivers. Her speeches? A cocktail of hope, trendy terms, and vague promises that leave voters wanting more. She throws around words like intersectionality and empowerment effortlessly, but when it comes to actionable plans, the follow-through is glaringly absent. It's the political equivalent of ordering a premium latte and getting lukewarm milk. Yet somehow, Crockett keeps her seat and the spotlight. Why? Because in politics, volume and social media savvy often outweigh tangible achievements. She's mastered the art of looking busy while delivering little, a skill worthy of recognition, if only for its audacity.
they say something, it's like it's not the same thing. But if you say that and another brother looks at you and goes, man, you wrong for that, and I don't want you on my show, get the hell out, because I'm telling you right now, if I was not on the show, which happens sometimes, and someone was sitting in his chair and he was complaining about black men this and black that, and they shouldn't be here, and you know what happens when a white woman marries a black guy, you would not have seen that guy in the next segment. He would have kicked his ass off, because you're not going to talk about somebody that I care about like that, or another person like that. That's the problem.
Meanwhile, Tyrus and Greg Gutfeld go full throttle, dissecting Crockett's positions with precision. Watching them expose the holes in her logic is like a kid pulling back the curtain on The Wizard of Oz, only to find smoke and mirrors. They unravel her policies with a mix of humor and bluntness, highlighting contradictions and empty promises. From her stance on community safety to her piecemeal reform ideas, it's clear her strategies often feel like brainstorming sessions gone awry. Accountability? Crockett dodges it like a pro, navigating tough questions as if she's playing political dodgeball. Her image as a people's champion crumbles under scrutiny, revealing a political persona as authentic as Monopoly money. To put it bluntly, Jasmine Crockett is a whirlwind of contradictions wrapped in buzzwords, promising everything while delivering very little.
We let too much slide, because that's embarrassing. So what you're basically saying is Barack Obama was not the first black president now. So that means that Donald Trump is the first black president, according to you.
Yeah.
So at some point, and listen, I have been with every shade of woman on the planet. I started out black, and then I went Pacific Islander, Asian, had a little Hispanic phase, and then I ran out of to do and ended up with a white one. That's just how it happened. But they're all, I'm telling you, they all bitch the same, they all take your money the same, they all don't sleep with you all the time the same, and they all leave you the same.
That's why when Greg Gutfeld and Tyrus take her down, it's more than a roast. It's a wake-up call. Real progress doesn't come from overused phrases and avoidance tactics. It's born of tough choices and genuine accountability. Crockett's not there yet, and maybe never will be. While she poses for another selfie or drafts another vague promise, voters are left watching the political equivalent of a reality show that promises excitement but delivers little more than disappointment. And this isn't just Crockett's issue, it's a broader problem. When politicians prioritize optics over outcomes, everyone pays the price.